Hello and welcome back to Newsroom Nigeria. This is where we give you hot, fresh, and sizzling news all day long. If this is your first time here, you have not subscribed to this channel, kindly click on the subscribe button down below. Also, leave your opinions in the comment section. Don't forget to hit the like button, that way we encourage to put up more reliable and authentic news. Also, YouTube will be able to recommend this video to other YouTube viewers all around the world. Without further ado, let's delve right into the details of today's news. The ruling All Progressives Congress has refuted allegations suggesting a rift between President Bola Ahmed Tinubu and Vice President Kashim Shettima. The party dismissed as unfounded speculations that Tinubu might replace Shettima as his running mate in the 2027 elections. This comes amid growing political activity from Tinubu's loyalists and key party stakeholders who have begun mobilizing support for his potential re-election, even though the president has yet to formally declare his intention for a second term. In an interview with Daily Trust, APC National Director of Publicity, Bala Ibrahim, criticized the rumors, calling them business and pure speculation. He emphasized that such discussions should not be taken seriously, labeling them as beer parlor talks. He further clarified, even if for any reason the president were to consider replacing the vice president, he cannot do so single-handedly. Such a decision would require extensive consultation with critical stakeholders. Meanwhile, political stakeholders from Nigeria's north-central region have renewed their demand for either the presidency or the vice presidency in the upcoming 2027 elections. Representatives from Plateau, Nasarawa, Benue, Niger, Kogi, and Kwara states convened in Abuja, led by Professor Ngagbu Koto, to make their case. In a communique issued after the meeting, the stakeholders called on major political parties to allocate the presidential or vice presidential tickets to the region. They further suggested that, should the APC grant President Tinubu the right of forced refusal for the presidency, the vice presidency should be zoned to North Central. Professor Ngbagbu, supported by other regional leaders, pointed out that since Nigeria's return to democracy in 1999, North Central has yet to produce a democratically elected president or vice president. He also highlighted that only North Central and the Southeast have been excluded from these top political positions in the past 26 years. This is about fairness. We want to be recognized not as mere political agents, but as full stakeholders in the One North project, Professor Ngbagbu stressed. In response to these demands, Bala Ibrahim dismissed the call for zoning the presidency or vice presidency to North Central, labeling it unrealistic and dead on arrival. He argued that North Central should not view the presidency or vice presidency as a right, especially given its relatively lower electoral contribution compared to other northern zones like the Northwest. Ibrahim criticized previous similar demands, calling them irrational and politically divisive. They have made similar demands in the past, but these are often irrational and only serve to create unnecessary political tension, Ibrahim added. He also emphasized that the conversation around zoning should not take place while President Tinubu is still serving his first term, stating the current occupant of a presidency must be given the chance to serve 2 terms. Conversations about zoning should only happen after that. Let's have your thoughts and opinions in the comment section below. What do you think of this? It's been a while that I've been hearing should we say rumor, because it has not been verified yet, about the rift between President Tinubu and his vice, Kashim Shettima. Like I said, it has not been verified. This is just, rumor at this point. Let me know what you all think. Do you think that it's real? Do you think that there's any rift going on there? Before we go, guys, let's take a look at some of the reactions we got online. Igbadi Idris says, even now, is Shettima given the opportunity to play his role as a vice president? He hasn't shown any impact as a vice president at all. So whether or not he will be given the same chance as a running mate to Jagaban, the situation still remains the same. I've also seen news reports where, they claim that Sheyi Tinubu, who is the son of a president, has been the one acting, has been the one taking up the responsibility, most of the responsibility that, the vice president should be performing, and that, Shettima's camp and those people around him are not happy about this. Like I said, at this point, still a rumor because it has not been verified. Samuel Owokoma says the country would soon be designated as a CRC by the US, which makes it a hard sell to the foreign powers during the 2027 presidential election. How can the Christian faith, which account for over 52% of our population, be trashed to the dustbin? Donald Trump is coming. What's the business of what concern Donald Trump with Nigeria? I don't get it. When countries are having a hard time, people tend to call on America, US, as if they have as if they are the solution to everything. US at this point, they are also struggling with their current president, Donald Trump. They have not even finished dealing with their own problems yet, not to talk of, coming to oversee what's going on in other country. Have you seen what is going on in US currently with the different tariffs that Trump has introduced, different policies? Oh my gosh, people are complaining. The deportations, should we even talk about the deportation and the mistake deportation of a US citizen, a man that shouldn't have been deported, who have been deported, and the Trump administration is trying to cover it up. He was even deported to, I think, El Salvador, in the most dangerous prison in the world, the newly built prison in El Salvador. That is where the man is currently, and they are trying to cover it up. A US citizen that was deported. You all, let's have your thoughts and opinions in the comments section. What do you all think? I said all of that, to say that US have not finished, figuring out their own problems yet. So there is no way we in Nigeria here, as Nigerians, we are the ones that should solve our own problems by ourselves. Let's not always call on foreign powers and foreign countries, to come and help us solve any little problem like this. People will start shouting US, America, Donald Trump. Who tell us say Donald Trump send on her? Donald Trump no send on her. Danjuma Idris says the North Central should presidential candidates in both PDP and APC with their running mate from Southeast, respectively. Okay, sir. Ibrahim Adamo, we are thinking of how to remove APC in power. The North Central is pushing for vice president slots. Another comment comes from Jonathan, who says, after Tinubu'S 8 years, North Central must be the next president. Hey. A lot of people are pushing for North Central. Okay. Gideon Andrews says, let's be realistic about these vice president issues. North Central have not yet recognized of these, in this, I think he meant in this Nigeria, English. It's because of a minority or what? I didn't get it. North Central make this country. They put everything according to their power, but at the end, it is payback. Wow. Kancho says, fake news. President Tinubu will win again in 2027. Nothing any human being can do about it. Okay, we'll see. Pascal Umba says, I am particularly happy that the Middle Belt, also known as North Central, are beginning to realize where they are placed in the political equation of a One North. Keep pushing. Lastly, a comment from Sunday Arowolo says, let us forget about 2027 election. Something is not easy now. Pump price is now high. No good news at all. Security is F9. Muslim government in Nigeria. God save us from the hands of our enemies. You all, thank you very much for always listening and watching. This is where I'm going to draw the curtain for now. I'll see you all in my next video. Bye for now.